National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Texans, and it's all up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll get this to Tillman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They'll throw it again. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Saints finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball,
the Saints and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They They send a tight end in motion. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 3rd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
Plowing up the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's going to... So as expected, after we saw their reactions to that call, the Texans throwing the challenge flag. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens, because you've got to make that transition from college, where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play,
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Third and long for him here. That one's complete, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down from the red zone. This throw is cupped. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Throwing from the gun here. Touchdown, New Orleans! So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Running back, motioning right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Another throw here on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to the air here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back to the well again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Catch is made in close. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Man in motion, headed right. Gonna start things off with a sweep. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure...
To throw it on 1st down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. Room to run inside the 20. And they finally get to him at the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Offense to the line for second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Houston calls it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. One of the tight ends motioning left. They give it to him again. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and 4 coming up now. He's back to throw. He splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a give up the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. There's a give, left side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. And I've got a feeling this party is going to go on for a good long time in New Orleans. The Saints have just won the Super Bowl. At the podium now in his final act of the season, Commissioner Goodell to award the Lombardi Trophy to the New Orleans Saints. The best in the NFL, champions of the Super Bowl. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.